Multimedia 7, here to do some channel messages for you guys. I almost wasn't about to do this message today. It's been a long day, a lot of good things, but a lot of good things. Let me tell before I get into the message, let me tell y'all, I didn't even put the lights on, so it was given. I really didn't care to come do this message. Maybe I'll turn the lights on, maybe I won't. Let's see. Let's talk about it. This is significant, but it's really exciting about to mention. But let me tell y'all, channel message within channel message. I like to do a moral in the story, a moral of the story time, so that we can kind of discuss what's going on in the energy. God shows me a lot of things in regards to my environment, people I talk to, etc., that kind of gives the vibe of what is going on. So, all right, we're in June. So for about 2 months now, I had an event the previous month and the month before that, celebratory events. These are not just ordinary events that I was prepping for. This yes, I was prepping for the events in the month of April, in the month of May, planning like a year ahead. And God knows me. Um, I'm somebody I like to take notes. I like to preparation so that things go a specific way. I also have learned that in regards to God, it's not really much in regards of God all the time having things happen in a specific way. Sometimes you understand that the enemy and the vessels of the enemy, they are aware of you prepping and preparing for like joyous occasions. So they try to like do dumb stuff that never usually works out for them, to go against you. So in the month of April, in the month of May, those plans prepared a year in advance. It was something going on. First and foremost, the first event that was in April, that was supposed to be a joyous occasion, and it was. I planned everything out a year in advance, um, down to the events, down to the meal that was about to be had, and everything. Romano Kids 74112 in the comment section. Hi, how are you? That's very significant. Romano is the name. Romano is very significant to me. I had a business law teacher professor when I was in school that I got a certificate. I was in regular what? I was in high school when I had business law class, and I was able to get a college certification from that class in regards to business and street law. That's helped me to this day. Even helped me create a book. That same teacher, I don't know why it's significant, but I'm gonna just tell y'all. The same teacher. I had a friend that was never really my friend. Bad influence. When I was in school and had that class, um, I used to sit next to my friend in class of that particular teacher, and he moved us from sitting from one another. And when you're that age, previously, you want to sit next to your friend in class, you could be talking this and that. I just thought he didn't like us, like because like anybody else could have been talking in class or do whatever. I was still doing the work, obviously, but like it was every time I had this particular some time in the comment section wants me to. I'm about to. I'm about to have more than one story time. Good. So one story time at a time. So yeah, this particular teacher whose name was Romano, whatever the case may be, in my business law class that I got a college level certification from that class to a prominent college at that, a prominent college in the north area region, tri-state area. Very prominent college, one of them top colleges. I got a certification from when I was in high school. Still have it to this day. It's on my LinkedIn. Very proud of myself for that. Um, yes. So this particular teacher, I felt like he did not, and a lot of the teachers actually, not just this one teacher, in regards to that specific friend I had, did not like our friendship, used to do the most. And that's a theme that previously used to happen in regards to my friendships previously before. When I used to be friends with specific people, people used to tell me, yeah, don't be friends with that person. And then outside looking in. And then when it came to my teachers and they saw me being friends, or like if I had the friend in the class, they would hate to see us being friends, like hate it. And I used to always get the same speech from all different type of teachers. The friends never would get the speech. It would only be me. It'd be like, I see potential in you. I see so much good in you. I see what you're like. I see your capabilities. You're such a intelligent, smart, beautiful young lady. The same speech, different teacher all the time. And this particular teacher from Romano in my business law class, he had separated me and that particular friend, and the friend was a Virgo female. And that's so significant now because like how now I understand my birth chart. So like when the teacher separated me and that friend in class previously, for with good reason. Like I didn't understand it then, but now looking back on the situation, it's just like sometimes use your discernment. But sometimes like some people could see your future. Some people can see the possibilities for your future, how much you can achieve in life, but they can understand sometimes the people that are around you could try to delay you or hold you back from those achievements. I don't even think that Virgo female friend I was friends with got that same certification and we was in the same class. I'm being quite honest with you. That same teacher, come to find out, had a son that owned a car dealership. And I would never knew that information if he never moved me from that friend in class. And then like I mean I ain't gonna hold you, I was focusing more in class previously when he had moved our seats. I don't know why that might be very significant. Tyler Strader 5102 in the conversation. Hi. You put a whole bunch of H's, that could be a typo, but I really feel like that's just significant of you trying to tell me shh, or somebody trying to tell you shh, because it's a theme. It's been a theme that like somebody yo. So let me tell you, I had a vision yesterday. I had a vision yesterday, and in the vision, it was very quick. It was so interesting. I was like, I'm, I'm like God. I want to think about my man right now, and then while I'm trying to think about my man, Brett shoot you 7-4 in the comment section. Back to Center Hall. Oh my god. Somebody trying to take you to the past. They can't even put in some emojis and shit. Somebody that's how far back in the past somebody want to take you. But the thing is, this person is somebody that's trying to like they're trying to delay you. So the way they've been trying to delay you is keep you in the past, so you will be in the present and the future for your achievements. But by them trying to put you in the past, it's ironic. Them trying to delay you is ironic because if they do that, then what they did to you in the past is going to be revealed not to just you but to everybody else, and they're going to be seen as an ancient ass, terrible ass fucking person. The exact thing they didn't want anyway. So it's just like this thing been going on for like the previous 3 months now, and it's just like this is why I keep telling God, the enemy is stupid. The enemy is severely stupid and severely gets fucked up because of the shit. We're gonna get into it. Something about the law very significant. Libra very significant. Physical and spiritual law very significant. Your enemy's trying to go against you in the spiritual by not taking heed to spiritual laws. They might not know spiritual laws. They might be going against very, very, very important spiritual laws, and they think they're getting doing bad onto you or doing something to you, and it's literally about to have them fucked up. Or already has. Anyway, so I was talking about April, month of April. Something about business very significant. Like I said, I plan these events like a year in advance. Everybody who knows me personally knows I like to plan things out exactly. I've also learned while no one is perfect, Well, I've learned no one is perfect. Sometimes when things don't go my way, I just be like, all right, God's going to rearrange, organize the scenario situation for me. Don't get too mad. Um, we talking about Q&A. What food tastes like childhood, man? Fuck that. Fuck off with that shit. I don't give a fuck. Sadness, bitch. That's what the fuck's childhood was like for me, bitch. Just being sad all the time. That's why I grew up to be a person for a very long time, not liking to be sad, and childhood was very depressing for me, bitch. Not going backwards. Anywho, I was a sad child. I was a happy child. I was like happy as I could be, but I bitch I was a sad child. I was sad as fuck. Not going backwards. Somebody wants. That's why like when people be trying to make me sad, stuff like that, I'm like, bitch, you do not know what I went through though. But you want me to be in the past so bad? I can I can get let you have a taste and a glimpse of what that shit was like, and then they'd be like, no, like I understand where you're coming from. Oh, like let's fix the problem. Oh, don't give a fuck. By the time, don't give a fuck. What was the next bit? Tyler. Tyler in the comment section. I've only met one Tyler ever in my life. Um, when I was, I guess, experimenting with dating, and when I was in high school, I believe I was like a sophomore. I met this. I don't even know what to call like that the face that's what it's giving. I met this guy named Tyler when I was in school, and symbolically, it is very interesting now I think about it. The guy named Tyler, we had dated for like 2 or 3 days, bitch. I would never date nobody like that ever again. I don't know, like he was different. Like literally, he was different. He was not no type of person I to this day I've never ever came in contact with. He was very rude, very narcissistic, very maybe a little misogynistic, very dark, but supposedly didn't come out that. This is like I ain't gonna hold this is back in the day. I'm saying back in the day like I'm old or something. This is back in the day when like in regard to colorism, no shade. When light skin men, the light skin face, all that stuff was like a trend. So I was like, let me see. Mind you, I've always liked melanated men. That's always been my preference. But back then, they were trending. So I was like, I think he asked me out because I know I ain't asked him to be my boyfriend. He asked me to be my boyfriend. Like I didn't know. I was just having this conversation with my siblings of Leo. Um, I was like, I didn't know when I was younger um that you had a choice in regard to dating. And what I mean by that is like, if somebody asks you to be your boyfriend or girlfriend, you don't necessarily have to say yes or no. You don't have to go along with it. Like so back in the day, like somebody used to ask me to be my boyfriend, I used to be like, yeah. And I just used to be like, let's see how it goes. Like anyway, so like I was dating this guy named Tyler. I will never forget. I even tried looking for it, but I never really technically been able to find it. The nigga used to sing this song, apparently from South Park. You ever watch the TV show South Park? You ever watch the TV show South Park? If you have, let me know because I never like I tried watching South Park when I was younger, and my whole thing is like that show is very dark. That show is very dark, but based on what the show was prompted based off of, I can understand why it's dark initially, but like, I didn't know that then. A lot of my peers used to watch South Park, so I tried to get into it, but like, I just realized it was very dark, kind of evil. South Park is kind of like a darker version of like, in my own opinion, of like Family Guy and stuff like that. That was on Adult Swim, just on a different channel, on a comedy show channel at that. It's given Laugh at My Pain, Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, you know, comedians who lived a dark past and then just make jokes out of it. And people pay them to talk about basically therapy. Comedians are basically getting paid for therapy. That is ingenious, actually. I wanted to do comedy, but like or for me to do comedy. Like I ain't even gonna hold you. I wanted like when I was making American Heritage Society, it was either I'm about to tell you while I was making American Heritage Society to start this channel, it was either me doing these channel messages like this. Not even either. I was gonna do a correlation. Maybe one day I'll do it. Maybe. I was gonna make a stand-up comedy from a spiritual content point of view because I'm like spiritual people or the people who like is in tune with spiritual context and conversations was gonna understand the jokes. But I didn't know how that was gonna translate in regards to stand-up comedy for the general public and how I was gonna like advertise that. Um, Maybe one day I'll try to do the stand-up comedy from a spiritual context point of view. Maybe I'll try to do that again. That launch that idea. I know I'm saying it now, and then there'll be somebody that tries to do that shit. But I promise you, it would never be nothing like what I would do, or what I would say rather. You can't imitate. You can't imitate drama, bitch. Anyways, God forbid. I mean, I can make it happen for you if you want that. Anywho's, but obviously it's not gonna be for my supporters. Anywho's, so the guy Tyler I used to date when I was in high school, he used to sing this song all the time. He's like in the ghetto. He says from South Park. Anybody know what he talking about? He's like in the ghetto. Children are eating frozen waffles for dinner in the ghetto. He used to just sing that shit all the fucking time. Like he was kind of weird. Like he was weird as fuck. Um, and then like I don't know what his zodiac was. It probably would make so much sense. Like because it's like everywhere he went, it was like something the fuck going on. But like it wasn't like nothing too out the ordinary because like I'm somebody I'll just go do errands or within the general public and like it'll be all this like fascinating shit going on in the background. And I used to explain that shit to people. I'd be like, yeah, if you hang out with me, you gonna see some wild ass fascinating shit. And then I'll be having all these stories. This is why all the story times are good. And then I'll be telling people these stories, and you probably be looking at me like, did that really happen? And then you hang out with me for one day, and then you see all this fascinating wild shit happen. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, that is my life. It is what it is. But yeah, so like when I was previously dating that guy Tyler, it seemed like that shit was amplified, and I didn't necessarily like it because it seemed like it was destructive ass shit, bitch. But like it was probably like a karmatic relationship, honestly. Like when I was dating him, there was this teacher at my school that got assaulted by the students. Not in that type of way. Like they beat him up. It was like three or more students, male students that had beat up this teacher. Like beat him the fuck up. He had to go to the hospital and made the fucking news, bitch. And I didn't know that had happened. I don't know what happened. Um, Before I even knew it made it to the news, like I don't know if I don't know what I was doing. I was hanging out around school or some shit like that. Like I was somewhere where I didn't know that was happening, taking place, and I was like hanging out with my previous boyfriend back then. His name was Tyler, and we were just around the school grounds, and then we just start seeing eyewitness news, Pix 11, because I'm from the north. So I'm just like, what the? So like, and then mind you, it had happened like I think at the last period of school, eighth period. Um, and mind you, that we was around the school grounds after school at the time. So like, if you know Pix 11, that's like located in New York City. So to New York City to come all the way to where we were at in real life time of what just happened to that teacher is actually amazing if you really think about it. Actually amazing. How they got that tip hint to come over there so quickly. I don't know who called the news. Like it sounded like somebody probably called them. Um, so this had to be like somewhere between an hour in between after school had gotten out. So I'm hanging around school grounds. We seen all the newscasters and everything like that. Somebody had came up to us like, "Would you like to give an interview?" Stuff like that. Why? I didn't know what was going on. My like maybe it's the way I was raised. I'm not saying necessarily wrong or right. But the way I was raised, bitch. My parents was taught me like, yeah. I'm not saying I agree. I'm not saying I'm still that way, but I'm saying my parents have taught me like some shit like that go down. They started trying to interview you for shit that don't got nothing to do with you. Mind your fucking business. So like when they came up with the microphone, they're like, and this not the first time an interviewer had came up to me with a microphone or and was like, "Hey, can you give us any notes or can you let us know what's going on?" Like, yeah, that was like maybe like the first time that shit happened to me. So they came up to me and my previous boyfriend. They be like, "Hey, do you have anything to can you tell us anything that's going on with the school, this, that, and that?" I was like, I was like, I'm not saying nothing. And this nigga was like, I'm like, no, I'm like, no, don't say that, right? And then the reporter had walked off over like they had kind of sprinted towards the school to like get their footage. So he's like, why you ain't let me speak? I would have said this is a terrible ain't shit ass school. This and that. He didn't talk about me. I'm talking about previously what happened in the story. So like Lala Leon shoot back to center N14 in the comment section said hi. How are you? So he was like, I was telling him this ain't shit at school, this and that, or whatever the case may be. Bitch, why the fuck that shit had happened again? Why the fuck the Pix 11 had came back to that school? I don't know if Eyewitness News had came that time, but I know Pix 11 kept coming back. Previously, so like they came back again. And while I was with that previous boyfriend of mine, it's like this nigga was always next to me. He was always around when Pix 11 kept trying to come back to the school and like talk shit about the school because of the bad had happened. So I'm just like, what the fuck? So the second time came around, they was just like, do you have any information to talk to us about what happened inside the school? So what happened, bitch, is like, all right, um, when I was in high school, we had to wear uniforms and stuff like that. There were certain things you could and couldn't wear to school. And this is where they got this rule at the high school, that I'm pretty sure they still have there, that you can't wear open toe shoes at the high school. Because the students decided during like they were skipping class probably. They were skipping class. It was in the lunchroom, cafeteria, and it was the end of the school year, so they decided to have a water balloon water fight, and they planned this shit. I believe they had it on like Facebook or some shit like that. I ain't know about it till Pix 11 had came. Bitch, like so they was playing one of the girls slipped on some water that was on the floor because they was playing on while they was skipping class and shit, and she had sandals on, and I don't remember what exactly it was, but it was like it was something attached to some very sharp piece of metal in the cafeteria, and this bitch slipped and slid her whole fucking foot on that shit, bitch. And then fucking Pix 11 had to come, and then all of a sudden nobody could wear open toe shoes anymore. It was just, and then they decided to come to us talk about, do you have any comments to make on? But back then I was taught like by my parents like, yeah, don't involve yourself in shit that don't got nothing to do with you, especially in that type of basically I was like, yo, we had these tenants one year. Like I know this had nothing to do with it, but like just to correlate to like so you can understand because this is the first thing that's come up to my mind. We had these tenants this one year, right? Years ago. This is probably when I was in like high school or like or something like that, or maybe even younger. I don't know. We had these tenants, and it was like it was a baby mama and a baby daddy. They used to live upstairs from us and stuff like that. And the baby mama, she was cool, but she had her own shit going on. I ain't about to. Bitch, she used to be like the stories I used to hear from like the stories I used to hear from other people about what their kids was telling them, and their kids was fairly young. They was going through a lot. That baby mama, and baby daddy. So the baby daddy, I don't know what he think. I don't know if he overdosed. I don't know if he was late. Oh, all right, overdose is not the right word. I think he had got laced. The nigga had got laced. I don't know what he took, but this nigga climbed onto because like they have like this window that's connected to like this I don't know how to explain it. You know how like all right. All I'm gonna say is this nigga climbed out the window and got on top of the roof, and he was on top of the roof screaming and hollering and shit like that. I don't remember what he was saying. He was saying some wild shit, and I just remember telling my mama, I'm like, oh my gosh, you hear that? He's on the roof. He's on the roof because I'm over here like thinking about his safety stuff like that. Mind you, he's our tenant. So I'm at the time previously. So I'm like, oh my gosh, we need to call the cops. he could hurt himself. Da, 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 da. She was like, my mother was like, because we had the one, she didn't close that motherfucker window. She said, you don't mind your fucking business. I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, sooner or later they did have come. Somebody called up, obviously, but like that shit was wild. That was the first time I was like, I remember thinking in that moment, I'm like, yo, y'all is not shit. Like y'all is not shit. Why the fuck we ain't calling them people to come get this man? Anyways, but yeah, anywho's, I don't know. There's a more in the message somewhere in regards to all them story times I just told you. Anywho's, where was I at? I did April, month of May. Month of May, my birthday. My birthday. I already planned a year in advance. I knew what hair I was gonna. I had my hair waiting to be put on my head for like how many months since a year previously before. I knew what I was doing to my hair. I knew what hairstyle I wanted. I knew what I was gonna go do. All types of stuff. Man, April came around. It was straight bullshit on bullshit. I was just like, ain't no fucking way. Like in April, somebody tried to project sickness, and I'm just like, are you dumb? And then the person I believe they became sick and then tried to pull me into it. It's like no, like so I was just like, no, like my birthday came around. It's May. It was cold as fuck on my birthday. Like I had this elegant, nice dress. I'm like, I feel like somebody just don't want me to celebrate. I'm just like, that's fucked up because I had an event on April. I had an event on my birthday. It was cold as fuck on it was warm. It was warm. It was warm in April. My birthday came. It was cold as fuck that day. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I still wore my dress, still took my pictures, still did what I had to do. Even on my birthday, I had this restaurant I was supposed to go to. I went to the wrong restaurant, bitch. I was mad as fuck. Like the restaurant I went to was still nice because it was under the same monopoly of businesses, but like it wasn't the exact restaurant I wanted to go to. I'm like, so everything I had planned really didn't happen the way I thought it was gonna happen, but it still went good. I even went to go take pictures. Oh my gosh, that was a whole story time. Like I went to go take pictures, and I didn't take pictures once. I went to go take pictures twice professionally. I had took professional pictures in March by the same company. Then went to the same company in a different location, and they was talking about they can't service me the way they service me at a different location. I'm like, and then all of a sudden I was like, let me talk to your manager because I was at your other location. I have the proof of the as soon as I said, let me talk to your superior, they were like, oh, we're gonna do this for you because like my boss said it was all right if we just do this for you, but we don't do. I'm like, because it was my birthday. I was like, I'm not playing with y'all. I was ready to turn up on my birthday. I have a rule about my birthday. I Nothing anybody will do on my birthday will make me mad. We can worry about it. We can figure it out the next day, bitch. No one is allowed to make me upset on my birthday. Mind you, I celebrate my birthday all month. So like when I start peeping the bullshit, I said, I'm not doing this. Why the fuck was it warm as fuck as soon as my birthday started? Like as soon as the morning started and then in the afternoon it got cold. I was like, what the fuck? Like that's not even logic. It usually cooler in the beginning of the day and then it warms up. Why like I'm like, nah. I was just over it. I was mad as fuck. I was just like, the enemy gonna get got for this shit. I said, God, I'm gonna celebrate the rest of my birthday, the rest of the month of May. But I'm like, for every month, every day that shit wasn't going right in April, in the month of May, I said, I need the months back. I said, oh, the way I'm supposed to celebrate for my birthday, I need the months back because there's no way I prepared a year in advance, and I'm like, no. That means that enemy gotta get got. Put him 6 feet under. Aww. Mm. My man texted me. He can put my energy, and I love that for myself. He's like, oh, this is a church. Let me keep her sane. But I am though. Literally, I had to get cleared to make sure I was sane because people be trying to. And it's so funny. People be on this internet saying and doing the wildest shit. You start telling some fucking truth. Oh my god, they crazy. Really had to get cleared for that shit. Like, are you dumb? And then those be the main people that really legit real life need to go to a motherfucking asylum, bitch. The person trying to accuse you while you're trying to tell some truth. Those be the same people that really need the help. Um, anywho's, anywho's. So this morning had another event to do. Very happy, proud mama. Like, like if you knew the shit I had to go through just to just to be a proud mama today, if you knew. And I don't feel like discussing it right now. Maybe another day. But I was like, it wasn't necessarily that I was so excited. I couldn't sleep and I couldn't understand. I had all this stuff I had to do in the morning. I had prepared days in advance for this event today, but I could not go to sleep this morning. And I'm just like, something's not right. So like, I've been praying all week. So like, I was like, let me just do my hair, keep myself busy. So I was just doing all. I got my hair done. I literally did my hair, did my nails, got my outfit together, everything. So I just preparing. I'm like, at least I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just take a nap in the afternoon after like the celebratory events. Um, and that's when I get my rest because I had napped earlier the day of, so I understood that could have played a part into it. So I'm just like, all right, bitch, why the fuck? And I said I was gonna say this shit, and it's like I just put a American Heritage Society theory message, and I was talking about in my biased opinion, my philosophy, theology opinion. I don't believe bugs are real. I have put that message out yesterday, and I explained why I don't believe the bugs are real, and I put facts in regards to spiritual context as to why bugs are not real. There are some bugs and insects that help in regards to our ecosystem, but other than those, anything else as a bug or insect that don't help the ecosystem, them shits is fake. Them shits is necromancy. That shit is sent by the vessels of the enemy. That's just my opinion. Put that content out yesterday. So this morning, when as soon as I finished doing my hair, get my nails done, again everything preparated, the day was literally about to begin where I start for like the celebration extravaganza. I feel something on my leg. Now, if you've been watching, if you're my supporter, I ain't gonna do that to y'all. But if y'all my supporter and stuff like that, y'all know I've been talking about. I don't know if y'all can see it. I've been telling y'all about these this fake branding. Somebody try. You can't see it now because it's going away because the back to sender is doing what it gotta do. But there's been this fake branding around the front of my leg, um, and then one tried to come right here randomly, stuff like that. Like so, the back to sender be doing what the back to sender doing because somebody was trying to do a binding spell on me. And I know they're from overseas. Like, there's no way you're American trying to do some shit like that. I know it gotta be somebody from my ethnic group, which is like even more put them more into shame, bitch. Um, but this has been going on since last year, of August 2025. It's literally been clearing up since then, of really this year 2026. So that's channel message. Somebody was trying to do something to you in the year 2025, like towards the summer to the fall season, autumn, and now that's 2026. The back to senders is going back. You can't. You gotta be stupid. Because think about it like this: if you try to do a binding spell on somebody, right, a lethal one at that, a really dangerous binding spell on somebody, and the binding spell reverses. Now, the binding spell not just gonna reverse. Like if you try, think about it like this: if you try to bind somebody and the binding spell reverses, the back to sender isn't just the binding spell releasing. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you're trying to bind something you have no connection to, automatically, obviously, the person who's not in the wrong, who's not in bad intent, or the organic thing that happens is the binding spell to release and you detach from the person. But if you're already detached from the person, that means something of that person has to detach from themselves. Are you understanding? So it's like if someone try to do a binding spell to you and they were never supposed to do that in the first place, they don't have the right to do that in the first place, right? What is the bind to them? So like that's like that's so That makes like death. That's like you wishing death on yourself. Like, anywho, so it's just like that's why I wrote the other day. I was just like, I don't care what happens to my enemies. I really don't. Like, I'm a very compassionate person. A lot of stuff I've experienced in my life has made me be like, I love people, but I don't like people at the same time because it's just like it'd be a lot going on. But I'm comfortable within myself to even say some shit like that. Um, Um, yeah, I don't care what happened to my enemies because like I'm a person. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I be telling people like this is what be happening with people when they fuck me over or they try to do something negative against me. This always happens. This happens. This happens. This happens. They be like, all right. And then if they bold enough to try to go against me and do some dumb shit against me, right, in a negative connotation, they be thinking that shit like, ha, hey, I didn't do this to this person. And then when the 360 comes around for them, they be shook. They be scared. They be in fear. What did you do to me? Like looking at us, and I just be like, and I'm even gonna hold you. Like, this is how it happens every time. I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna be myself. I'm a nice person. I'm gonna be nice to you. Then the person would be like, rah, rah, I don't like you. Rah. I just be like, whoa. I don't gotta fuck with you then. You should have just said that. You don't like me, you hate me. Alright, I ain't gonna fuck with you then. I'ma step back. No, I wanna be in your personal space. I wanna conflict with your boundaries. I'd be like, whoa. God, you seeing this? Whoa. this how I be responding every time. Like, God, you seeing them trying to conflict with the boundaries I have placed? After they told me they don't like me, after they have shown actions that they don't like me or they hate me or something like that, I have put the boundaries up. You see them trying to interfere with the boundaries, guy. I'm not doing shit. Then boom, bullshit happened to them. Boom, more bullshit happened to them. Boom, more bullshit happened to them. Wow, what happened? What did you do to me? She's and then whole time it's always a game of telephone. Then somebody come tell me like, oh, this happened to such and such. You see, and either the person will know like I don't have the best relationship with that person anymore, or they won't know, and they'll be telling me. And for just for one moment, I'll be like, dang, that's fucked that happened to them. And then after that, I will not care. I will not care. I will not give a fuck. I will not give a fuck because in the back of my mind, I'm like, dang, why is fucked up? And I really wouldn't necessarily wish that onto the next person. But I know if you're getting fucked up like that, that means you are a vessel of the enemy. You're my enemy. You're my op. And I told you. I know I warned you. If I didn't, I tell God all the time, if someone tries to go against me or they're thinking of going against me, they're thinking of being negative towards me in a negative connotation, please God, if they're not understanding from visual experiences, verbal experiences I have told them, don't do that shit. Can you God I'd be like, God, can you please go to them yourself? Send an archangel, send a messenger of some sort so that they know you are real and this is not what they're supposed to be doing. When shit go down and happens to my enemies and shit like that, and I specifically know why, I don't have no remorse for them because I be like, I know the prayers I pray. I specifically ask God to warn you, tell you, stop doing some shit negative against me because I know how far and how deep that shit can go. You be, if I got stories, bitch. And I be talking about it all the time. That oh yeah, by the way, that ex lover Tyler that I used to be dating, like, um, I'm pretty sure he was one of them niggas that probably was playing with them five pointed stars on the floor and shit like that. Once I realized how dark he was, it was so interesting. It's like as soon as I realized how dark he was, all of a sudden he moved, disappeared, never saw him again. Never to this day. To this day, I don't know if that nigga's still alive or not. He sold his soul early type vibes. I ain't even about to even hold you. God was like, I ain't doing that with you. Now I understand. So yeah, back to what I was saying. So I told you I did an American Heritage Society class message yesterday talking about my philosophy on how I don't believe that bugs are real. Oh, you ready for bed? Alright. Why you put the clothes over here? Oh, because I have my makeup on. I didn't want to get my makeup on the pillowcase. That's your parents' house. This is a very I don't know if I want to say powerful, but it's a very interesting piece of clothing. I wore it on a specific day. Um, Anywho's, so yeah. So all right, so let's talk about it. Before I even get to that, right? So a month ago, while I was prepping for the celebration that happened yesterday, right? I didn't want to necessarily. I wanted to keep like all the good information to myself that I was preparing for this event today. Um, the event that I had to that was I'm not today, yesterday. Well, I mean, I guess I'm gonna celebrate today also, but like the event celebration yesterday, I was preparing for it the whole year, and then a month ago, it was like, all right, it's really happening. Everything is good. The date, time, everything is being formulated. I had like this really good piece of information that I could have just kept to myself. So I was just like, I had planned to keep the information, the good things that I knew were coming. I was like, let me keep it to myself. But in the moment, I don't know if it was like really more of my discernment or God orchestrating some shit. It's like God was trying to try somebody, and in real lifetime, I got to see all this shit play out. So I'm like, fuck it. Let me like not like that, but I'm just like, well, I'm like, fuck it. Let me just go share this information with a few people. So I had this picture. I was very happy about the picture because it had everything to do with the event of yesterday, the celebration. So I'm going around showing people, relatives. I say that my relatives. I showed the Aquarius, on this particular day. I'm talking about in this story, right? Like a month ago, I showed the Aquarius, the Aries, and the Gemini. This picture. So I'm showing the picture. I'm holding the picture. It's my picture of my possession. Will shoot back to sender QC1YV in the comment section. Hi, how are you? It's my belongings, right? But I'm just happy and excited about this celebratory event that took place yesterday that we was prepping for. That I decided to tell these relatives. The Aries, the Aquarius, they were happy for me, happy for the situation, and they were chilling wherever they was at and just congratulating me. The Gemini did some weird shit. The Gemini like, hey, can I see that picture with rubbing on their dick and shit? I'm just looking. I'm like, yo, give me that fucking picture back. I'm looking like, what the fuck is that? But like, I felt like because of something, I still don't know the theory to this. I don't know the theory yet. When I find out, I'll tell y'all because like I have my ex lover, the Virgo. There's something like it's like penis magic or something. I don't and it's like a binding spell. I don't know how they fucking do it because I'm not a man. Niggas can do magic with their fucking penis, and it's like and there's levels to that shit. I seen my Virgo ex do it, but I still don't understand the mechanics of it. So when I seen the Gemini relative rubbing the fucking picture on his penis and was like, it was just like, it like was very focused on the picture rubbing the penis. I'm like, what the fuck? You want to give that fucking picture back? Like, what the fuck wrong with you? I knew it was a binding spell, but everything, mind you, April and May, shit was already looking like somebody was trying to do some dumb shit. So I'm just like, so when I seen that last month after this event happened in May, I'm like, give me that fucking picture back. I'm like, because ain't nobody ruining this. So I was like, note to self, do not invite this nigga that just tried to wipe his dick on this fucking picture to the event that happened yesterday. Note to self. So like I said, I put out that American Heritage Society class theory message yesterday talking about how I don't believe that bugs are real. I couldn't sleep because I took a nap earlier. I'm getting dressed. Um, Friday is a Venus day, Taurus, Libra, Gemini, right? So I'm like, yeah, let me just start the day off doing my beauty stuff because I felt like something was going on, but I'm like, you know what? Let me stay because I'm a full Venus placement in my birth chart. I have all three, so I'm like, let me just stay on course with the mechanics of the day. You know, let me do my hair, my makeup, my nails. Like I already talked to y'all before, so this nail not on and this nail not on. You see how they the same nail? I did both nails the same day. My nails, cause my all my nails can I have this gift in regards to the alchemy of nails, especially because I be doing them myself. When my nails pop off, I know somebody's doing something, and not in and not in good intent. And then the fact that both these nails, the pointer fingers, are the two nails that's not on right now. That's because I said something that someone didn't like that puts them on fucking blast for being an ancient ass person. The fact that this nail is off on this hand means that someone is trying to interfere in my love life. They might want to know what's going on with me and my lover. It's none of your fucking business, bitch. Mind yours before we take that shit away. In this hand, spiritual connotation, the same pointer finger. I called somebody out whether I knew it or not, and they could have felt some type of way. And so I guess because they were trying to tamper with my love life, and it's like that's a no. You can't do that. So keep all that in mind. So that happened yesterday with American Heritage Society message I did. I'm getting ready. All of a sudden, I start feeling this energy like I start getting mad. I start getting mad. I'm a generally very happy, calm, polite person. When I start getting mad, I feel that energetically, I know like one, that's not my energy, that's somebody else being mad. I know how Nick Costco 9294 in the comment section. Get your gay ass out of here. One on in regards of my ex previous career of being a musician, bitch couldn't save him. Couldn't save you, Nick. Fuck you talking about? Nick over here in the comment section trying to motherfucking comment on my shit. You're a fan, bitch. Couldn't save you though. Back to Bob was saying, the more important person in the chat, more important than Nick in the comment section. Back to what I was saying. So you see how Nick just started getting mad as soon as I'm about to say what I'm about to say because it plays a part to what I'm about to say. So I start getting mad. I know when it's not my energy. I'm like, why the fuck is somebody mad? Like when I tell you, it had to be like 4 o'clock in the morning. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. Why the fuck is somebody mad at 4 o'clock in the morning? Mind you, the day did not technically begin for the celebration to like start. So I knew somebody was mad that I was about to celebrate an accomplishment. And I've been talking to God about like this theme of somebody being upset because my birthday and everything. Like it's like every time I'm achieving something, I'm accomplishing something in my life, it's like there's an energy of somebody being mad. But it's like, bitch, who really actually gives a fuck about the person being mad who's not involved in any of my achievements? Are you dumb? Why I be mad with you and I don't even fuck with you? I probably don't even know you. You would be mad by yourself. Well, I'm like, why the fuck I'm feeling this energy? Bitch, I feel something start trying to crawl up on my left leg. Now, the left leg is attached to what? The right. I mean, the left leg is attached to what? The left hand. The left hand is regards to what? My romantic connections, right? My romantic connection, actually. So, like, I'm like, what the fuck? Now, your legs connect to your feet is in correlation with Sagittarius embodiment. Sagittarius can be a prophet. Sagittarius can be in regards to a parenting, a parent of some sort. Sagittarius embodiment can have to do with somebody who don't. Bitch, on my granddaddy Nick Costco 6294 in the comment section, you can die and choke on dick, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Um, Ashcon Flacco in the comment section talking about free schmirk. I don't got shit to do with me. Dirkio on you, bitch. Anyways, they be like, and that's the thing. The enemy wants you to be acting like, fuck you. So they be like, oh my god, look at them. They're belligerent. They can't be giving you advice. They can't be telling you the truth. Look at how they act. They're so mean towards me. The whole time they're provoking you. They're trying to provoke you. And that's a crime, bitch. That's harassment. Um, Go listen to the first couple minutes of this channel message where I told you where I have a college certification based on the law, bitch. Move along. Now, so so yeah. So now that I told you the embodiment of the leg, so I started feeling something on my leg. I'm like, what the fuck is that? This 4 o'clock in the morning, y'all. I literally just did like, I don't think I did my makeup at the time. I was starting my makeup. I was doing my makeup, my hair, my nails. Soon as I completed them shits, for the most part, I had to finish doing my makeup later. So I started feeling something on my leg. I'm like, what the fuck is on my leg? I'm like, what the fuck? I look at my left leg, like the opposite side of my calves. Basically my calf. It was a freaking maggot, bitch. I'm like, ain't yo like, because I started realizing. I'll tell y'all that for another day. So like I got so mad. Like, I'm not a violent person. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Don't provoke me though. I'm still a Taurus. It's not, you can't provoke me that much. He said, "Can I see it?" In the spiritual. All right. So we talk about. So like, think about it like this. You ever seen the movies? Especially the animated ones. I can't remember what that movie is called, but like, the animated movies where they be explaining, um how you be on Earth and you can't really see anything in the spiritual, but then they be having those crossovers that you can see in the spiritual what be going on. It be all this shit. If you could see with your spiritual eye on Earth, it's like that. It's very true. If somebody sends you an attack, in the spiritual, it could be like a false binding of a spirit. You know how people be like, oh, they're possessed. Like, think about it like in an animated type of way, like, it's something of this someone or something. All right, let's be for real. A spirit is not going to just attach itself to you for no fucking reason. Somebody's deliberately trying to send that shit. You have to make a pact in spiritual connotation in regards to any type of spirit so that they can go attack somebody. Just saying. Now, do all spirits attack you? No, there's actually some spirits that can help you. Howsoever, the dumbass enemies, they be wasting their time doing dumb shit instead of helping themselves. So in that correlation, in the spiritual, somebody tries to send you a spiritual attack. It's a spirit, and a spirit can like, in the if you have the spiritual eye to see it, they can like try to do a false binding spell and attach themselves to certain parts of your body. So when I seen that Megan right there, I didn't hit myself. God though, I don't do that. But I'm just like, oh, that's the area right there. I'm like, mink, 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 mink. I started in that one area. I'm just in that one area. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, that's how mad I was. I'm a loving, not a fighter. But I'm just like, today out of all days, I'm like, I know. Today out of all days, like the type of celebration that was going on yesterday, I'm like, nah. Y'all starting at 4 o'clock in the morning. Somebody 4 o'clock in the morning making, yo, yeah. um, Lily Yummy's 3371 in the comment section said, this live is so black, my smoke detector started beeping. Mind you, I'm still trying to figure out, for all these months of 2026 previously, that this smoke detector in my house kept going off. I'm trying to figure out if that has anything to do with my ex, who's the musician, who's the Virgo. Because bitch, either he ring the alarm, or is that Beyonce? Like, which one is it? Don't really give a fuck. But like, yeah. So I'm not some. Just know your smoke detector is going off because, bitch, either Holy Ghost fire, hellfire, or is my ex or Beyonce, bitch. That's all you need to know. STEXEZY Beats in the comment section says, damn, she built like a V12 truck. The wife, tell him stop fucking with me then. Tell him stop fucking with me then. Talk about let me hear you scream game. What game? Hold on. Is it this way? It's this way. Is it this way? Yeah. G-O-D, bitch. That's the game. I was in the club one day, right? Bitch, I'm drinking Sprite. I'm so sober. Like, I can go grab the wine if you want me to. Like, if you think, how y'all, like, nah. All these people that be on social media that be wilding and y'all don't be saying nothing about whether they sober or not. Like, stop fucking playing with me. I'm drinking Sprite, bitch. I wish I was lit right now. I haven't smoked in like since I previously seen my Virgo ex, bitch. And then before that, a couple months before that, I don't like I've been real sober for the most part. I've been drinking though, but like drinking Sprite today, bitch. Um Like a G6, like a G6, like a G6, a G6 and a G6 coming together. What is life? Talk about. Let me hear you scream, game. When I hear, why I hear two different songs. Murder? Who you murder? Talking about what? Talking about you flipping shit. What? A burger? I just hear about him screaming in the background. But like my favorite song with a nigga screaming on that shit right now. Like that's my song right now. Like the only song I can think of with a nigga screaming on it. That's like my favorite song right now. Is Waka Flocka. What the is clap? I love that part of the song. I scream with him when he does that part. Like that shit is funny as fuck. Ninja Gator in the comments. Ninja Gator 8499 in the comment section talking about good luck with your sobriety. Good luck with your sobriety, bitch. I'm gonna take all that happiness. Talking about good luck on sobriety. Bitch, I'm drinking Sprite. Like, how much sober you want me to be? Like, how much sober you want me to be? I didn't even get to the channel message for yet. There's been a lot of channel messages within the story times though. YouTube, don't cut this video. Don't cut this video. I'm over here talking for like an hour now. Almost an hour now. I had did an hour something message the other day. That shit was like 20 minutes. I'm like, stop fucking playing with me. Stop fucking playing with me. Because it's like, what's the point of all that? Because it's like, my whole thing is, that means somebody would have to, while the video is uploading, watch the whole hour. Be like, dang. Be like, dang. Be like, nah, we just gonna cut out all this part of it. Like, God forbid. We gonna cut out like a whole 40 minutes because she was wilding saying some shit that could get us jammed up or something. I ain't really be even saying much of nothing. Like I mean I be saying a lot but not much of nothing. Allegedly. Anywho's, y'all ready for the channel message? Murder? Who you murder? Talking about you flipping shit. What? A burger? Oh my god, have y'all heard that y'all heard that TikTok song 375 minutes. The air fryer burger song. That shit is funny. I'm like that shit need to be commercial. I've never seen a commercial for a hamburger. Even though it would really be better for an air fryer commercial, sales will go up. Air fryer is up. People love air fryers, but like they need to make that specifically for a burger. Like they need a burger commercial. I've never seen it before. I've never seen it before. I've never seen it before, bitch. A commercial for burgers? 375 minutes in the air fryer. Wherever she has said. Like that shit for the summertime, that what? Y'all need her rights for that song. Put that shit. Y'all don't even need to even put that shit in the studio for real. Just put just loop that bitch. Hamburger commercial. There you fucking go. Everybody gonna get paid in regards to rights and shit. But anyways, anything else I need to talk about? But oh yeah, that's where I looked up. So like I seen that maggot on my left leg. I didn't punch on myself. I have to reiterate that. I'm not a crazy person. Like I just know in the spiritual connotation, I'm like that means wherever that maggot was on my leg, I'm like don't touch it. I'm like don't touch it. Don't touch it yet. Just in that area. I know that's where the spiritual attachment was. Mind you, just the same leg. Somebody tried to do a false binding spell. Mind you, I took pictures of that shit because like, and I don't even understand that shit. Yo, somebody was trying to do false binding spells to me. That was like showing that which is in the spiritual context, then it manifested to the physical. So you already know you have fucked up. Now in the physical, it's looked like I was being bruised and harmed and shit, which is still assault in the physical or the spiritual. So you assaulted me in the spiritual to take physical pictures of it looking like somebody physically assaulted me. I'm like y'all just want to get cased up. Y'all just want to get cased up because then like what's stopping me from being like God, tell me first and last name who the person is who assaulted me. All right, picture precinct. This person hit me. What is stopping me from doing some shit like that? If you're leaving physical evidence, I don't even understand that. I don't even understand that. I shouldn't even said that shit on the line, but like it is what it is. Um. mm. So yeah, I'm like mink, 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 mink in the area where that maggot showed up because it's just like there's literally no reason why a maggot should have popped up. This is why I told this, and I'm like, you're proving my point of saying that insects and bugs is not real, and it's coming from a false necromancy perspective of the enemy, bitch. Like, cause I'm pretty sure I'm like every yo when I had went on the local news channel the other day in regards to like the tri-state area, and they were talking about they have jumping worms now. I'm like, bitch, what? Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. What? Why would what? Like, obviously the scientists are trying to figure out why worms are jumping now, but like, there is no reason for worms to have to jump. That the stuff I was seeing, they were talking about is new variations of like lantern bugs and stuff like that. When the lantern bugs that came out, I knew that was nothing but the enemy. I knew that was nothing but the enemy because there's no significance for why they around. Nobody has ever seen this bug before. Nobody, all these new bugs just coming out of nowhere. That's from the enemy. Like just doing bullshit, just doing bullshit for no reason, just doing bullshit for no reason. Lanternflies, I believe lanternflies, um, be fucking up trees and shit. Trees that need to give us humans oxygen. That I'm telling you, these bugs is made up. Niggas is just bored. Niggas is just bored. Don't got no authority, nothing. Just making bullshit up. Anyways, and even if them bugs is man-made, I promise you, the people who created them, they is probably no longer living, because they like, no, you're a problem. They're like, no, these hoes a problem. Why is there jumping worms? There's literally worms don't have no arms, no legs. There's no reason for them to have to jump. You know, Edward Hudson 9742. Are you seeing jumping worms in your vicinity, bitch? Um, but anyway, so yeah. So I was like mink, 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 mink to the maggot that was on my leg that just popped up out of nowhere. That shit fell the fuck down. Like I didn't even touch that shit. That shit fell the fuck down. Fuck out of here. Um, and then I started doing some prayers. Then I started praying because at that point I had got mad. I'm a female. We don't like bugs. No, there's no female on this world that likes bugs or insects. So I started tripping out. I'm like, God, today out of all days, I'm supposed to be celebrating. Somebody starting with me at 4 o'clock in the morning. You know I'm not tripping. I'm going off. I'm going off. I'm going off. I'm going off talking to God like he my daddy. Um, so I'm so mad that maggot got on me. S10 Wumbo shoot back to sender 05P in the comment section. Asks, do you think Carmella acted in self defense? I heard he was I want to use the right word. I heard he was arrested for some shit, but like I don't know what's going on in that scenario. Um What's Lala Anthony doing though? And correlate that with whatever he got going on. I don't know. I keep seeing these themes of niggas being cheaters. I'm not saying she never cheated. I'm just saying I keep seeing these themes of niggas who are married who are cheaters, and then eventually, eventually some bullshit happened to them. Offset. Anywho's, anywho's, um, dang, if y'all heard, I ain't even gonna say all that. Um, right. Um, So yeah. So I was so angry during praying. I told God, I said, God, whoever don't want me to celebrate today, whoever's trying to start problems with me at 4 o'clock in the morning. This is what I was saying yesterday while I was praying. I was like, whoever got a problem with me, whoever trying to start shit with me, whoever said this maggot, I'm like, whoever trying to do the bind on my leg, I'm start going off, I start going off. I said, yo, I said, God, I've been waiting for you to get this person. I've been waiting for you to get this person. Like, I be talking to God like this. I can do that. I don't know if y'all can do that. I can do this. Because of certain scenarios in my life. Um, the scenarios in my life is that there was a lot of fuck shit going on in the background of my life that people was doing to me that I didn't know about. So by the time God was able to tell me where God felt like I'm more rational, than I probably would have been in adolescence. Because in adolescence, I would have gave no fucks. I still don't give no fucks necessarily about my enemies, but God know I really wouldn't have gave no fucks, and I probably would have did some shit that would have like harmed my future if God would have told me the shit people was doing behind my back to me in my adolescence. Howsoever, so now that I'm rational, young adult, I'm like I can talk to God like this because in regards to prayer petitions, and you gotta tell God I'm aware of this, this, and that. Do something about it. So when I'm like God, like did today out all day, this and the third, and then it's attached to something that wouldn't happen a year before. I'm like, God, I've been till you get this person trying to do something to me before the event, celebration event was supposed to happen yesterday. I said, oh no, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I said, God, I said, fuck it, I'm not waiting on you no more. I said, like, usually when I say these magic words to God, when I be like, God, I'm not waiting on you to do it no more. I want to do it myself. Give me first and last name. Like when I be talking to God like that, every time. So I was like, God, I said every hour I'm wishing my enemies death. Fuck you talking about? I'm like, God, you took too long. I'm like, I'm punching on them today. I usually be letting God handle the situation. I said, nah, not today. When I was talking about yesterday or today. I'm like, God, nah. I said, nah, I'm punching on him today. As soon as I seen, so I even made I said, God, matter of fact, let's make a password. I said, God, let's make a password. I said, this the number. I told God, let's make a password. I told him the number. As soon as I was telling God the number, God told me a word, a phrase. I'm like, my ex. I'm like, well, my ex gotta do all this. And it was so funny because I'm like, the other day in conversation, I had brought up the word and phrase, but I didn't though. There was just a locate. I'm gonna say there was a location that is in connection to a situation that happened with my ex lover, who's a Pisces, and that location changed their name business wise. So when I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, unrelated to my ex, I didn't use the new business name of that location. I used the old original name. So when God said that shit, and when I was giving him the password, I'm like, I never said that shit the other day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize. I'm like, I'm calling it by the old business name, but then when he said the name, I'm like, oh my ex, dang. So I'm just like, so I'm like, oh, the enemy about to get it because like inside joke about me and my ex. So I'm just like, dang. So I'm just like, I bet. I'm like, that's the password, God. I'm gonna go do an errand early as fuck in the morning yesterday, y'all. Early as fuck in the morning. Did this particular business that God gave me as the code name password for, because I told God, I said, so I told God, I'm like, God, I'm gonna give you a password. As soon as this, I said the person is going to say or do something in regards to the password, I'm gonna just punch on them, no questions asked. That's how mad I was. I was like, I'm gonna just punch on them. Ain't gonna be no talking. I'm gonna just smooth. That business location don't open usually around like 9, 10:30 in the morning. It was like 8 o'clock in the fucking morning. I seen somebody with the motherfucking shopping bag. I ain't hit him for real. I just like the magnet. I'm like, I understood. Alchemy, y'all, alchemy. So I'm like, I'm like, bitch. When did the celebration, everything was like interesting. It was good though for me. Did a celebration. After all that, I had to go do something. Somebody, I'm not gonna say who. Somebody was like, "Can you do something for me while you doing something for yourself?" And I was just not in the mood because, like I told you, I wanted to take a nap. So I just wanted to do this one quick thing, real quick. This person was like, "Can you do this for this other person for me?" I'm just like, "Fine, let me just let me go." Like I was mad as fuck. Like I didn't want to talk to nobody. I nothing. I was just like, I was feeling some type of way. I was feeling some type of way. I can't even explain it. I was feeling some type of way, but I need that energy for the alchemy. Come to find out. I did what I had to do. I had my headphones in. I felt like somebody was trying to talk to me, but I was not in the mood. People was trying to talk to me the whole time I was doing that errand. I was just like, I don't want to talk to y'all. Like, I felt like somebody talking to me, but I had headphones in, so I really didn't know, but I didn't care to, like, really see where the case may be. Fast forward. Again, I take my nap. I'm in a better mood now. I'm about to go do another errand, right? Yesterday. I'm gonna go do another errand. Now, remember I was telling y'all, the relative who was wiping their dick up on the picture in regards to celebration. I was like, no, that this person not gonna be invited to this. Bitch, this nigga came through the fucking door as I was trying to leave out the door. This whole nigga bottom lip bust, bitch. Whole band-aid on this shit. Mind you, I told God specifically, I said, whoever is the person trying to interfere with this celebration that was had yesterday, I'm like trying to start that shit at 4 o'clock in the morning. And the celebration started at motherfucking 9, bitch, in the morning. Whoever the fuck enemy was trying to start problems at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, God, I said, God, if I can't do it, have somebody punch that nigga in the or bitch in the motherfucking face and mouth, bitch. That's how mad I was when I was praying. This nigga, the relative that was rubbing their dick up on the picture, and I didn't invite to the celebration, that nigga whole mouth was buzzed. I looked at that nigga and I said, I think I said, I like, I don't, because I was kind of like, he was trying to come in to the house when I was leaving out the house. And I was just like, I was trying to like, I don't know what like in his way he was in my way. I'm just like, I'm like, I'm sorry. And I'm just like, oh my God, I said, I'm sorry. But I'm just like, damn. I got men that defend my honor. What you talking about? So I don't know what the fuck that shit was about. I'm not questioning it. Can we get into the channel message? Can we get into the channel message? I had to say all that just to say that. Woo! Passionate lovers. Dion Wilson. Shoot back descended W4F in the comment section. Hi. Passionate lovers. We have 2 channel messages for passionate lovers. Are you ready? In regards to passionate lovers, love messages for Scorpio and Taurus. Passionate lovers. I'm hearing life is good. Future voice. So life is looking good for the future, upcoming future for your love life, Scorpio and Taurus. Now, Scorpio and Taurus are polar opposite signs. This is very interesting. The channel message for you guys is that what does it say? Oh, when things are good. It looks like when when things are good, things went good. You want good, things are good. You went, things are getting good. You want good. Channel message: Scorpio and Taurus. Scorpio and Taurus. What does God need y'all to know? Let me know. Let me know. I serve God on the top of the day. Amen. It's giving. I because Taurus is there. Taurus embodiment. Either you're placing judgment on somebody, Taurus, in a particular situation, or God is placing judgment on a situation, people or person involved on your behalf, and or either God letting you do it, or He's doing it Himself. God, what does when things are good, what does Scorpio and Taurus need to know? You're being enlightened about things being good or about to get good or something like that. There's somebody trying to monitor all the good shit coming into your life. They're obviously not a good person. Boo hoo for them. Indefinitely. Someone's trying to be nosy. It could be a Capricorn or a father figure, very significant, Scorpio and Taurus. I walk and talk like the manifestation of who I am, an actual trillionaire. Amen. I receive it. Getting money, Scorpio and Taurus. You're getting money coming into wealth. Venus and Gemini in regards to your love life. Um, Lover, loved one, friend, excuse me, I keep saying friend. Lover, loved one, romantic, platonic, and or business partnerships. Love life is looking good in regards to those collaborations. Pisces, very significant. All right. God, what does Scorpio and Taurus need to know about when things are getting good? As things are getting good, what to look forward to? Your love life. That's all God needs you to know. I serve God. Amen. Judgment in a situation, God's helping because blessings coming my way and coming in arrival. Trillionaire, I receive it. I receive it. Pisces was also mentioned. Amen. That's a good message. I receive all that good shit. Now, next. Passionate lovers. Passionate lovers. In regards to the zodiac signs of Leo and Aquarius. Leo and Aquarius, passionate lovers. Love message for Leo and Aquarius. Alright. Your love life. Passionate lovers. Leo and Aquarius. Leo and Aquarius. Also polar opposites. It I don't know, is the theme of opposites attract or something like that? He sees you in his future. So there's a man, could be an Aquarius man that sees you in his future. This is in regards to your love life. There's a man, it could just be a man that sees you in their future because Aquarius is in regards to a prophecy and prediction. A man, a melanated person, it could be an entertainer of some sort, sees you in their future in regards to your love life. We don't have many cards be on Aquarius, so let's read what you got. All right. I embrace all beautiful beginnings and future endeavors. Significant changes bring me new gifts. Compose the people wants and needs to buy a needed product, seeking things. There could be an entertainer that's a celebrity that you're gonna somehow, some way, something about Jay-Z is very significant. That's gonna some way, somehow do business with you. A revival, Capricorn. This could be the entertainment industry. This could be in regards to a father figure of some sort. You're living your purpose, Virgo. The person could be a Virgo. You could be a single mom. You could be a mother figure. This person in the entertainment industry could be a father figure of some sort. Sagittarius embodiment, very significant. Something about Beyonce and Jay Z. I was about to sing that little their song. Shawty my Beyonce. You know how like Dirk and Dave, but I don't think Lil Durk and Dej Loaf was really dating. I think that was a publicity stunt. So something like that could be going on. You could be all right. Your love life is interesting, Leo Aquarius. Um, you could be dating someone for PR press. You or that person could be in the entertainment industry and or and I don't know how your partner, your romantic partner, actually feels about this, but I guess it's all right. Next, excuse me. is a problem for your enemies. At least two enemies are going through utter destruction, or your enemy in specific has two new problems that is destroying their life. All right, new message. Intuitive pairs. Intuitive pairs. This is given seventh house placement and partnership, whether romantic or platonic. For the zodiac signs of Virgo and Capricorn. Virgo and Capricorn, very significant. This could have something to do with a father figure at a church, a single mom and a father. Um, the channel message is a mother's intuition. A mother's intuition, very significant. Message at the top of the deck. Cancer zodiac placements. Mother figure also. Something about a group of women working together, possibly. It could have something to do with the church in regards to a father figure and someone being a single mom or a mother figure at a church where predominantly there's a father figure there, something going on with that. My presence commands respect. Something about this father figure. Your presence commands respect from a father figure. Very significant. God, what does Virgo and Capricorn? All right, Taurus hasn't been. Taurus out of all the earth signs was not mentioned. Only Capricorn and Virgo. So there's something about judgment, coming from maybe a mother figure onto a father figure, or God placing judgment on a situation in regards to those two people mentioned, or scenario I mentioned already. Marriage, very significant. Money, very significant. Your second house placements, very significant. Your finances, very significant. God, what the Libra, just a Libra or justice being to something about a single mama and a daddy, a single mama and single dad, a single mama and a baby daddy, a baby mama and baby daddy. Something about court is justice being brought to a situation. Justice being brought to a situation overall. Psalm 91, the channel slogan. All that support me shall receive instant blessings. God supports me and my supporters. Amen. Card number 547, significant change and protection. Luck is arriving. Libra, Sagittarius. All right, hold on. Let's see. Leo, Cancer, Aquarius, Libra. Very significant. There could be an entertainer. That could be a mother or from your mother's side of the family that's gaining justice. Something about a father figure is very significant. Guys, is there anything else we need to know for Virgo and Capricorn, right? In regards to these intuitive pairs. I recreate using my genius, which God has blessed me with. I use my eccentric energy to fuel, excuse me, I use my eccentric energy to fuel my love of philosophy. Talking about what you believe in and recreating some very wonderful things with the help of God to bring you a lot of luck, a lot of good things. God is helping you be smart in a situation, or use your intelligence, or use what you know, use what you love to talk about, use what you're knowledgeable in to bring you a lot of blessings. I expect major changes to beautifully come into my life. God will have me begin something new with a goal and my personal growth. Amen. There could be a father figure that's being nosy or trying to be in your business or trying to who's lacking boundaries, although, but your miracles are everlasting. Amen. receive it in regards to your career field and whatever industry you're in, because God is balanced. God's balancing the situation out for you in regards to a father figure. That's what you need to know. That's the message.